It feels like you are playing a game, like life is constantly right behind you, right on your tracks, trying to corrupt your fucking hard drive or something, trying to wipe away all that progress you made. Today I want to talk briefly about how you got to treat life nowadays. You got to be treating life as if it's trying to do everything possible to fuck you over. The economy, cost of living skyrocketing, healthcare, ridiculous. And you think about also, now how many jobs are we getting right now? Over the past few years, it's just been job cuts. That's going to be a trend over the next 5 to 10 years. There's just going to be an abundance of people, but not enough work to fill it. And you just think about the stress that's going to put on society, the stress that's going to put on people who are not going to be able to support their normal lives, their day-to-day lives. It's just going to be ridiculous. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but it feels like in life right now, it feels like you are playing a game. You're reaching checkpoints, you're saving, you're reaching checkpoints, milestones, making progress, right? You're whatever age you're at, let's say you're 20% into the game right now. It feels like life is constantly right behind you, right on your tracks, trying to corrupt your fucking hard drive or something. It's trying to wipe away all that progress you made. And you think about that, you get wiped out, you lose your job, you have difficulty getting another job. You got expenses, you got a family. It's going to be hard to recover from that, guys. It's just going to be hard to recover from that. So many jobs are being replaced. So many jobs are going to be being replaced. And, I get it. People will say, oh, it's jobs that people probably shouldn't be doing anyway. You probably shouldn't be doing long term. I completely get that. I get that. Everyone should be striving to do a little bit more. But, what about those people who just don't have that opportunity? What about those people who are just really just trying to make ends meet, and they're doing that to make ends meet? Not only that, people who can't afford to go back to school, get degrees in something that's probably still not going to pay. I know several people in the healthcare industry, and what they've been saying is a lot of places are just short staffed. People are taking on more patients than you typically should be. Education, short staffing, everything's just short staffed right now. It just feels like we're trying to squeeze every little bit out of what we have. And we're killing those people, shortening lifespan, stress. I guess it's just corporate greed. The question that we're all asking is, if all these jobs are being lost, who's gonna be able to spend money to fuel the economy, right? So the future is, I don't want to say grim, but the future is looking mighty dull right now. I got a whole lot of life ahead of me, and I live day by day knowing that things can change, and the goal is, again, to try to get ahead as much as possible, so that way if something does happen, you have time to maybe pivot to something else. My overall message here is just to keep your foot on the throttle, guys. You got to be factoring in these things. You got to be paying attention to what's going on in this world, and don't necessarily think of it in such a negative way that gets you paralyzed and depressed. You got to be thinking strategically. You got to be thinking ahead and trying to plan ahead. And right now is not the time to go out trying to buy flashy things to impress people. Also, just avoid debt as much as possible. Avoid debt right now. Reduce your spending. See where your money's going, and invest. Pay attention to what's going on in the world right now. Pay attention to what's going on in the economy. I don't see this getting any better over the next 5-10 years. Nobody knows what the next 5-10 years are, but if trends are current right now, the current trend continues, it's not going to be that great. So you got to be careful about that, guys. Nowadays, I don't think any of us can afford to get caught off guard and just get taken out by life. So be very careful about that.